between those two influences because music really is supposed to do that. You know, the young. All right, so listen, I want to ask you a couple quick questions in regards to you being in New York because I know you're young. How old are you?
I am actually 30.
What?
Yeah.
You're still young, honey. You're still young. You were like, you hesitated for a moment there. I was like, what's he gonna say? But 30's still young. Don't scare mama like that. Here's the thing. You come from where? Where were you born? You're from Dallas.
Yes.
And you're 30, and you've been singing for how long? Roughly.
I've been singing pretty much all my life, but I just never did nothing like really serious with it until 2 or 3 years ago.
What made you come from Dallas to New York to pursue that dream?
God.
Okay.
I wasn't even thinking about being a star. It was just a dream. You know, it was just something I was like, I would like to do that, but that would never happen type of thing. And something happened on my job. I was working for Nissan corporate office. I was a supervisor there, and my supervisor was replaced with a new supervisor, and she was a bitch. And she was basically making great employees look bad, and she upset me, and I was like, I'm not working for another person ever again in my life.
That was it for you at 30.
If I do, it's gonna be in a whole nother fucking state, in a whole nother new scene. And I went to sleep, and I had a vision. And the vision I had was I was walking down an aisle. And when I walked on stage, it wasn't me actually, it was Janet Jackson that was walking on stage, and she grabbed the award, and then the vision was me with the award. And I woke up. And I continue to have visions about being in New York, and I'm here.
Look at the power of music. That's really dope. Look how someone like Janet Jackson transcended everything through her music to get to you.
Definitely.
And influence you and inspire you. This is why it's so important for artists to hang in there and allow people to inspire them, because that's the connecting factor, you know? And it's great that you're here now. Listen, you look like you've been here for a while and you just arrived. That's your vision that's holding you tight. When you say that's what's fueling your core.
That really is. You know, like even when, you know, I'm like, oh God, I just want to go home. Like I don't even want to do this anymore, you know. But then it's like my spirit is like, yes you do, you're gonna stay and you're gonna keep doing what you need to do, you know, and then I'll go to sleep and I'll have another vision, and then it's like, oh Lord, really? You know, so it's just working towards that.
And your spiritual center is playing a big part in guiding you.
I really feel like it's a huge calling on my life, and I was running from it for a while because I even wanted to come up in the straight community. When I first came to New York, I wasn't doing any LGBT venues or even trying to be known in the community. Because, you know, where I come from in the scene, you know, people know me, and since they knew me, it's like they didn't really take me seriously. So I was kind of being shallow, and feel like all LGBT people were like that. So it was like, I'm not going to come up in that scene because I want them to respect me. So I'm going to do my thing in front of straight, regular people and get respect. And then when they request me, I'll come out and maybe I'll start doing things.
Well, that's good that you decided not to tag yourself only as an LGBT artist. However, I want to ask you for more clarification. When you say they were giving you, was it shade? What kind of shade were you getting specifically from the LGBT community?
It was more so of, you know, we know her. You know how they do. We know them. Okay, yeah, you know.
Right.
You know, it's not, they don't really take you seriously. They don't really.
You didn't get that support that you felt you needed from the community.
Right. I got more support in the straight community.
You got more support in the straight community. Well, where are you right now? You're here at Genderswag, Equality, where you belong. I would hope that your spirituality has led you to a place where we accept you, you know what I mean? We're a combination of LGBT and allies. It's really about the person. Our motto is, I'm okay with me, so I don't mind you. Where can people find your music now? Where are you situated?
You can find me on SoundCloud, Japan Nation. So that's soundcloud.com/Japan Nation.
How are you spelling Japan? Is it outright Japan?
Yes, because unfortunately the URL system or whatever you call it won't let me put any other characters in there, so I got to spell it straight through.
Gotcha.
So just Japan Nation straight through.
SoundCloud.
Yes,
Are you going to come on our stage and we have a benefit concert series each month at Stonewall? We'd love for you to come and do that track. Would you do that for us?
Definitely.
It's a hot track. We're going to play it on the Genderswag radio show, Swanee and I. Have you heard the show yet? The radio show?
I watched the
video. Which one? Episode
the
1?
one where you guys were talking about out in hip hop, pretty much.
Oh yeah, the episode 1.
You guys pretty much covered it.
That's a dope show. What'd you think about that?
I thought it was more in depth and to me better than what they showcased on VH1.
Woo! Why, Chick P?
I mean, because it just felt like, on mainstream TV, some things just don't feel right. Like Ray J didn't feel right to me. Didn't feel real.
Yeah, but we're coming from the street. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on the polish on the table. I'm not.
Yeah,
it's the table first, then the polish when it comes to that. So you better know. But thank you for that. We didn't pay him to say that. I just asked the question right here on this show. Well, listen, we hope that we will see you at the radio show. And we want you to know that you're welcome on our stage at any time. What would you like to say right now to the people out there? And it doesn't necessarily have to be LGBT. You're doing your thing. You packed your bags and came to the big city. What are you saying to somebody still out there?